welcome, and thank you all for attending MoCA Conversations during AFRICOBRA Messages to the People. Please give a round of applause for Dr. Jeffreen Hayes and Jae Jarrell. Please come on up.
We are in this moment in the art world where we are looking back, right, and trying to right the wrongs in art history and give attention to those we've overlooked. And so wondering how you kind of balance that interest of the past, but also push forward because you're always growing and pushing your creativity.
I want you to know that in AFRICOBRA, I found that, using my mother's word, I was bred. I was bred to embrace the principles of uplift and positivity and representation of the multiple cultures, and we make you curious and we make those of that culture satisfied to be represented. So that is a mission that we fulfill. But by the same token, we need to move on and grow and celebrate as well. One fun thing that I liked about being included in AFRICOBRA, being a founding member, was that I knew I had the third dimension because we never got a sculptor. I do work that you need to go all the way around. I will give you something on the other side. So I try to prove I'm the sculptor. So I say, I'm gonna be out there, you know, and I won't be, they could be all along the wall all they want to. But I got this space, you know, I got you, you know, so that was very cool.
You come from a line of makers and entrepreneurs, and I'd like for you to talk a little bit about that.
My grandfather, he was a tailor, and his brother was a tailor. So they both had a shop in Cambridge, Massachusetts, and they outfitted the Harvard professors. This business was always something that was in our family, and it was just a language between my mother and I when we would travel to vintage shops, and she would go to the clothing area and take the collar of a man's suit and look under there and say, now just look at those stitches. This is craftsmanship. And she says, when you see this saddle stitching, you recognize that that's a meaningful garment. And all these things she taught me as a little girl. So my whole thinking was, when I grow up, I'm gonna have my own shops. That kind of thing is what you do. You get your independence, you get your accolades, you have a multitude of shops is in there, and I'm still getting ready for another one.
And that is a great way to end. Thank you.